Today is Thursday, November 14th. This is Noreen Johnson, and here are the good news headlines of the day. During his meeting with President-elect Trump at the White House Wednesday, Joe Biden caught the attention of social media, sparking speculation that the incumbent Democratic president appeared happy to hand over the reins to Trump after his party pressured him out of the presidential race back in July. At the Oval Office meeting, Biden and Trump both pledged a smooth transition between administrations after their contentious end to the 2020 election. With cameras rolling, Biden said this before shaking hands with President Trump. "I look forward to having a smooth transition. We'll do everything we can to make sure you're accommodated, what you need." But it was Biden's apparent joyful demeanor which delighted conservatives on social media, who remarked that the president had never looked happier. Many on X said Joe looked so happy that he definitely voted for Trump. He also said happily, "Welcome back." President-elect Donald Trump announced Wednesday afternoon that he has officially tapped Senator Marco Rubio to be his new Secretary of State when he takes over in January. Of the selection, President Trump said this: "He will be a strong advocate for our nation, a true friend to our allies, and a fearless warrior who will never back down to our adversaries. I look forward to working with Marco to make America and the world safe and great again." In a statement, Rubio said that leading the U.S. State Department was a tremendous responsibility and that he is honored by the trust President Trump has placed in him. Rubio went on to say, "As Secretary of State, I will work every day to carry out his foreign policy agenda. Under the leadership of President Trump, we will deliver peace through strength and make America safe again, always putting the interests of Americans and America above all else." In another big cabinet pick this week, President-elect Donald Trump has chosen former Representative Tulsi Gabbard to serve as the Director of National Intelligence. He said this: "As a former candidate for the Democrat presidential nomination, she has broad support in both parties. She is now a proud Republican. I know Tulsi will bring the fearless spirit that has defined her illustrious career to our intelligence community, championing our constitutional rights and securing peace through strength. Tulsi will make us proud." And then in other news, feminist academics argued social media influencers who promote a traditional family lifestyle may have helped President-elect Trump win the White House by boosting his performance with women voters this election. Trad wives are a subculture of women who believe in clear gender roles and show other women their homemaker lifestyle on social media, which often involves living on a homestead and making food from scratch. Feminist scholars who spoke to USA Today called the boom in trad wife content on social media a political movement that has shaped the culture, particularly among millennial and Gen Z women. They also say it romanticizes traditional gender roles that Trump and his running mate, J.D. Vance, have promoted. Many of these content creators do not weigh in on political matters, the report noted, but said they are still showcasing the strong nuclear family lifestyle that Republicans are pledging to protect and most likely played a role in President Trump's improved performance with the women vote in this year's presidential election. And then this: California, Colorado, and Hawaii have all voted in 2024 to repeal the traditional definition of marriage as between a man and a woman. Many commentators have pointed out that these states' constitutional changes are largely symbolic measures after the U.S. Supreme Court legalized same-sex marriage nationwide in 2015. However, these November ballot votes mark a years-long settlement of American popular opinion in favor of gay marriage. According to Pew Research, American support for homosexual marriage increased steadily from 2004 to 2017 and has hovered since then at about 60%. California, Colorado, and Hawaii have not redefined marriage, but rather done away with a definition altogether. Brittany Vesely, executive director of the Colorado Catholic Conference, pointed to the very purpose of marriage, saying this: Marriage is based on the truth that men and women are complementary, the biological fact that reproduction depends on a man and a woman, and the social science that supports the reality that children need both a mother and a father to flourish. Same-sex marriage ultimately harms children because when same-sex couples are granted adoption rights, their children are deprived of either a mother or a father and are thus missing a parent figure who irreplaceably fulfills certain emotional needs. And then today we celebrate the feast day of St. Lawrence O'Toole. St. Lawrence grew to be such a model of virtue that at the young age of 25, he was chosen to replace the bishop as abbot upon the bishop's death. St. Lawrence was most widely known for his piety, charity, and prudence, and was respected as a negotiator. He was canonized in 1225 by Honorius III. St. Lawrence, pray for us. And those are your daily good news headlines. This is Catholics for Catholics. May God bless you, and may God bless the USA.